latest. So now that you brought that up, that's something I want to talk about as well.
Sure.
Is that I was there, of course, and
I Double or
Nothing, yeah.
Man, what
and one of the big surprises to me was that, oh my God, it's DDP. How did that happen?
Well, you got to
And especially WWE Hall of Famer here.
You know, and I don't, Cody and I've been, without Dusty Rhodes, there is no Diamond Dallas Page. He took me under his wing. He was his brother and my mentor, my friend, my trusted colleague.
Yes.
When he passed, Cody called me and he said, Dusty wanted to make sure you knew that he had 5 friends.
Yeah.
5 friends, he counted on one hand.
Yeah.
He said some guys went on that list and some guys came back on that list.
Right.
And he told Cody that Dallas was never off that list. So that was a huge honor, and I'd heard it before from him.
Yeah.
You know, but for it to come from Cody, you know, like I've known Cody, I've been mentoring Cody since he was like 11 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I mean, I flew in for both his state championships. You know, so from LA to here.
Yeah. You're an uncle to him.
Yeah, big time. And so, like I love the WWE, and you know they've been very good to me. They weren't, you know, it wasn't so great when I first entered, but that was business. It wasn't me personally. They have been very good to me since then, and you know, inducted me in the Hall of Fame, and letting me induct Jake, and you're bringing me Thousands Raw. They play me into stuff, which I love. But also, like, I'm not signed with AEW because I don't think I'll ever do it, no matter what happens, because I like being the guy that Cody can talk to that has no agenda.
Yeah.
Like, I don't, like, here's my opinion, if you want it.
Yeah.
And most times he does.
Yeah.
And sometimes he takes it and sometimes he doesn't. You know, it's like, and just like we've been doing since he was a kid. You know, when he won the state championship with 48-0 his junior year, I flew him into LA. He stayed with me for a week.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things that made him want to come out to LA. You know, I introduced him to Terry Crews when he was nobody. Terry Crews, one of the biggest stars in the world, and I told him, that guy is going to be one of the biggest stars in the world. As a matter of fact, to show you how grounded Terry Crews is, you know, his numbers changed, so I just emailed him for Positively Unstoppable. I was reaching out to guys, like I just reached out to Cody and a few of the guys to, Mick Foley actually wrote the forward.
Really?
But I wanted to see if I get some of the guys to read it and give me a quote, what they thought about it. Terry hit me right back. He goes, of course I'll read the book. I want to read the book. He wrote me a beautiful, you know, opening what he thought of the book and everything. But I told Cody, and that was, God, he was 17, so that was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I said, that guy, one of the biggest stars in the world. He's everywhere now. But he also got to go to a Rob Zombie party because we, you know, from Devil's Rejects. And so it brought him into that. And I'm so glad he went out there the next year. His goal was he wins the state championship again the next year. And then I'm not even going to try to go after the AAU stuff. I'll pretty much prove what I needed to prove. You know, and then maybe I'll go to Hollywood. So on that next season, now remember, 48-0 the season before. On that season, I think it was 12th or 13th match. I can't remember which one it was. He lost. Now I just call him like, hey. I always used to call him Young Buck. How funny is that?
Really?
Like, dude, like always. Right. I never called him Cody back then.
Young Buck.
You know, Young Buck, what's up? You know?
Makes sense now.
Yeah, crazy. But I said, hey, buddy, what's up, man? He's like, oh, Dallas, I lost. You know, I effing lost. I go, thank God. And he went, what?
What? Yeah, really?
Why would you say that? I said, Cody, do you think you learn from winning? You learn from losing, bro. You learn from falling down. You make mistakes is how you get great.
Yeah.
Failures. I mean, every failure that I've ever had has led to my success.
Sure.
Over and over and over again. Like, what seems like the worst thing that ever happened to you, like when I blew my back out at 42. Start wrestling at 35. My career takes off when I'm 40. At the top of the world, man, I blow my back out and they tell me my career's over. Looks like it's the darkest moment of my life. I developed with today's own DDPY. 3 months later, I'm back in the ring.
Yeah.
At 42, they said my career's over. At 43, I'm the heavyweight champion of the world. So when you get hit with the
Career is
negatives, when you get hit with the negatives, you flip them. So I said to him, I said, so what did you learn, from this? And he told me what he learned. And I said, now here's where you have the upper hand. First of all, would you rather have met this kid, been 44 and out? Would you rather have met him in the quarterfinals and then have him beat you? Or would you rather get this loss out of the way, realize this kid's got game,
Yes.
and met him down the road now? Because here's the advantage you have. He thinks he beat you. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know you're going to run that back in your brain a million times.
Yeah.
And you're going to correct that. You're going to learn from that mistake.
Yeah.
And craziness of it all, I was there. I mean, I flew in again from LA for it. And that kid, who was 47-0, met him in the finals.
Wow.
And he ate him.
Really?
Yes. And it was, so I said to him, the whole thing was, if he wins his second state championship, he was going to make the decision whether he was going to do college or LA. So after the match was over, and I said, so what have you decided you're going to do? He said, I made the decision before I got here.
Really?
I said, you made a decision before you got here? I said, well, what did you decide you're going to do? He goes, I'm going to LA. I said, what if you lost? And he looked at me with that smile, and he goes, come on. He goes, failure was never an option.
That's great.
So.
That's a great story. But I was so glad to see you down there because I know how close you are with the family.
Yes. And again, that's the whole
The fans
nightmare.
They all,
the nightmare family, man. And that's why I'll always do something with him if he needs me. If he doesn't, if he needs me to do something, and I don't take any payoff.
So now,
because I want it to be personal between me and him.
So now, of course, in the wrestling business, they've got TV coming probably.
That's amazing.
On the old Turner Network.
Right, TNT, that's crazy.
So now the big talk in the business is, hey, are these guys going to be able to compete with the WWE? So as an opinion.
I don't even think they're in the same, I think it's a whole different thing.
Right, see, I do too. It's
That's
what I tell everybody.
Do I think some of the WWE people will come over?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Sure.
But it's not on the same night. They can have both and decide what they like. I would love to see them just go head to head because, and the only reason I say
like the Monday Night War.
Only because people can flick and pick their own decisions.
Yeah.
It'll make WWE so much tighter.
Of course.
Because they got, how good did they get when we were kicking their ass and never saw that coming? In the beginning it was back and forth, and then we started kicking their ass.
Oh yeah.
And then they're writing.
83 weeks.
And they were so lucky to have Stone Cold Steve Austin, and later have Rock come in on top of that. But the whole DX thing, I mean, it made them...
Their Attitude Era was a direct result
amazing.
Of WCW.
Never happens without it. Never happens without it.
One more quick question now, before we wrap up here, is, and everybody's talked about this, and I think I may have talked to you on the phone about this, and only because we're friends with these people, but objectively, it's something that everybody in the business has been talking about for the past 2 weeks, Goldberg and Undertaker.
I didn't see it.
Okay.
I didn't see it, but they're both such demigods of our business. I've heard the comments, so I didn't see it. I wouldn't comment negatively anyway, but I will tell you, I love when Goldberg and Brock, that match that they had, and it was 5 minutes.
Right.
When you've got two demigods, the way those two guys are, they didn't have to do a lot, and I don't know. Someone said they went long, and I don't know.
Okay.
Both of those guys, they don't have to do another thing ever.
No, they don't.
And they will be cemented in time as the greats of our business. So, I don't look at one match doesn't make anything.
Okay. See, I feel the same way too. So, more importantly than any of this, if people want to reach out to you,
right?
And I know you're out there. The whole key to everything, of course, is the marketing of
social media. Is everything.
You're always around social media, but tell the after chatters out there where they can get a hold of your book. The after chatters, because this is the after chat.
Yeah.
But tell the after chatters where they can get a hold of the book,
right.
Where they can find, because they can do this at home.
Everything.
They can do your program at home.
Yeah. Bottom line is Positively Unstoppable. You can go to Amazon, $16 if you've got Amazon Prime. If you want to get the program, either the DVDs, like my rebuild program, and we talked about this earlier, you can't get out of bed. I got 3 workouts in bed by yourself that's going to strengthen your body called bed flex. Then chair workouts called chair force. Stand strong where you're holding a chair. So I've eliminated every excuse except for the one you're going to make. And it's not just DVDs though, it's our app. Our app there's no other app on it that is so interactive, and it's like I walk you through everything. Videos upon videos upon videos, over 180 workouts.
Yeah.
That literally start in bed, or psycho extreme stuff you don't even want to watch because it's so intense.
Yeah.
So it's from one extreme to another. Cooking shows. I cook either with my buddies, wrestlers, chefs, and my wife, my
So
kids.
there is diet associated with
100%. There's no way you today, with what they've ruined, how they've ruined our food. And I'm going to educate you. I'm going to tell you to watch these documentaries if you care. If you don't care, don't do it. And one thing that everybody loves is Motivational Monday.
Yes.
Every Monday, I've got another Motivational Monday up there. There's like 190 of them up there.
Yeah.
So you get down, you get depressed, fill yourself with positivity. Like, listen to people who actually will help reprogram your brain. That's what Positively Unstoppable, the art of owning it, is all about. Like, what is it? It's whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
That inner voice, that story you tell yourself. That is everything. It's how every one of us function. What I tell myself is always, no matter what, it's the best thing I've ever done. Now, is it always? Nah, not really, but it gets close.
It does.
You want to follow me?
Right.
At Real DDP, at DDP Yoga on Twitter, at Diamond Dallas Page on Instagram, and at DDP Yoga. But I tell everybody, don't listen to a word I have to say about my program, and I mean it. Don't listen to a word. Go on Facebook, hit DDP YOGA, one word. It'll be a members site. There's like 39,000 people on there.
Wow.
Listen, just read what they write. It's kind of like wrestling, and you know this from being in the business for over 50 years, is that when you hear people chanting, Hogan, or Stone Cold, or Rocky, or DDP,
yeah.
They ain't just gonna do that. They have to be moved to open their mouths and chant your name.
Yes.
That's the hardest thing. If you got that, you're on your way. I heard him chanting Ricochet big time last time I was watching the show. Like, my boy over there, he's a guy who not only does my stuff, came here with Bobby Fish, Kyle from The Undisputed, and Todd from War Machine from back in, it's a different name now at the end. But they'll always be the Vikings, War Machine to me.
Yes.
But he's a great kid, him and Raymond both. They all do my stuff. And they came here to work out with me up here. I already worked out with them in the PC. And Ricochet told me he just did a loop of Europe for 10 days. He never even went to the gym.
Yeah.
He only did my program.
Yeah.
Again, these guys aren't saying that like to make me feel good. They're doing
But
it.
you don't have to be a wrestler or a professional athlete to do this.
Yes,
You
exactly.
can be you and still do this. We got to end this, of course, with a bang.
Or go to ddpyoga.com or ddpy.com. And if not, I'm coming for you to feel the bang. Come on!
Diamond Dallas Page, I've been in the business a long time, and I've asked 500 wrestlers this, and nobody seems to have the answer I'm looking for. Okay, so maybe how long have you been in the business?
Oh God, since '88, so 31 years.
All right, so I got to ask you a question that a lot of people are not too comfortable with in the business, but is wrestling fixed?
Fixed. I didn't know it was broken, bro.